10 most famous sculptures in the world. 1. David by Michelangelo Buonarroti. This 4.34-meter tall sculpture is the most recognizable figure on Earth. Michelangelo started working on it in 1501 and completed it in 1504. David is a biblical character symbolizing strength. The sculpture of David by Michelangelo not only represents the pinnacle of aestheticism in Renaissance art, the political climate of Renaissance Florence, and the exquisite sculptural techniques of ancient Greece, but also stands as one of the most recognized works of Renaissance sculpture, becoming a symbol of both human strength and youthful beauty. In 1501, Michelangelo was commissioned by the Arti della Lana Guild of Wool Merchants in Florence to create David. Traditionally, David was depicted after his victory over Goliath. However, Michelangelo broke away from the conventional representation of David as a triumphant hero, with the giant's head under his foot and a powerful sword in his hand. Instead, he portrayed the youth in the moments just before the battle, perhaps capturing David's demeanor when he heard the hesitation of the people around him and saw Goliath mocking and ridiculing them. David assumes a simple posture. Given the sculpture's proportions, any exaggerated movement would risk upsetting its balance. It is an extraordinary achievement to extract such a vivid and magnificent image from an asymmetrical rectangular block. Supporting his body on his right leg and extending his left leg forward, the young hero almost becomes divine. His right hand hangs down across his thigh, while his left hand rests on his shoulder. His face is bold yet contemplative. He defiantly awaits his opponent, calmly seeking his opportunity as he plans his attack with a discerning and faithful determination. To a Venus de Milo, Aphrodite of Milos. In Roman mythology, Venus is the goddess of love and beauty. The most famous statue of Venus is the marble sculpture Venus de Milo, dating back to the 1st or 2nd century BC. This armless statue was discovered on the Greek island of Melos in 1820, and its creator remains unknown. The statue of Venus, also known as Aphrodite of Milos, is a marble sculpture believed to have been created by the Greek sculptor Alexandros around the late 2nd century BC. The sculpture portrays a nude woman standing at 203 centimeters in a graceful and familiar pose. Due to its nudity and graceful stance, it is believed that the sculpture may have been modeled after the goddess of love, Venus. However, there are also speculations that it depicts Amphitrite, the Greek goddess of the sea, as she was revered on the island where the sculpture was discovered. Despite its incomplete state, the statue of Venus is still regarded as one of the most exceptional surviving masterpieces of classical sculpture. The statue was presented to King Louis XVIII of France, who later donated it to the Louvre Museum in 1821. Although there were initial intentions to restore the sculpture, decisions regarding the position of the arm have remained undecided. Speculations about the original design of the arm include resting on a support placed on the shoulder of Ars or holding a symbolic object. 3. The Thinker by Rodin. This bronze statue, standing at 71.5 centimeters, is Rodin's most famous work. Completed in 1881, it depicts a man deep in thought. Rodin, who was initially denied entry to art school, found inspiration in a monastery, leading to the creation of this iconic sculpture. Chin rested on his right hand. The man contorted himself in a horrifying agony. Rodin's portrayal of the character's tumultuous posture matched the inner turmoil of this individual perfectly. The power of the sculpture lies in the intense fear and anxiety pent up within the soul. What is the thinker contemplating? Perhaps only its creator can truly reveal the enigma of the inner thoughts of one of the most mysterious sculptures of the sculptor. According to Le Figaro, at first, the sculpture known as the Thinker was commissioned by the Museum of Decorative Arts in Paris to be placed on a large doorframe recreating the Divine Comedy of poet Dante. The statue, originally named The Poet, was intended to depict Dante in front of the gates of hell, pondering the fate of the damned. As described in his epic poem, however, in the end, the Thinker did not sit on the gates of hell as planned. The original statue, measuring 71.5 centimeters, was completed around 1880 to 1882 and was first exhibited in Copenhagen in 1888. In 1906, a larger version of the Thinker was gifted to the Paris City Hall and inaugurated at the Pantheon. The appearance of the Thinker sparked diverse reactions in the French public. The fame of this artwork explains why. When visiting Paris, besides the Mona Lisa displayed at the Louvre Palace, tourists also want to witness the Thinker up close. 4. Colossus of Memnon. Alongside the pyramids, the Colossus of Memnon is an ancient Egyptian symbol. This mysterious creature, with the body of a lion and the head of a man, measures 60 meters in length and 20 meters in height. It was carved from the same stone used for the construction of the Egyptian pyramids. 5. Moses by Michelangelo Buonarroti. Michelangelo, known for a series of ceiling frescoes, created Moses after 30 years of work. This sculpture portrays a seated prophet after he has controlled his anger. 6. Hermes and Dionysios by Praxiteles. This masterpiece by ancient Greek sculptor Praxiteles depicts the gods of youth, strength, and intellectual subtlety. The statue, made of marble, shows the god holding a child. Its exquisite details in facial features and hair remain unmatched from ancient times to the present day. 7. The Kiss by Rodin. French sculptor Auguste Rodin created this statue in 1886 to portray human emotions through body language. Initially a part of Rodin's monumental work, The Gates of Hell, the kiss gained individual fame due to its striking appearance. 8. Lincoln Memorial by Daniel Chester. To honor the most esteemed president in American history, sculptor Daniel spent 8 years creating the Lincoln Memorial statue, regarded as one of the greatest sculptures ever made. Millions of people admire this colossal statue each year. 9. Winged Victory of Samothrace. Carved around 190 BC, this statue symbolizes victory in ancient Greek culture. Originally made of marble, it was placed on a mountainside to commemorate a glorious victory of the Greek navy. Rediscovered in hundreds of pieces on the island of Samothrace, French archaeologists meticulously restored it. Now, the 3.28-meter tall statue resides in the Louvre Museum. 10. Terracotta Army. In 1974, farmers in Xi'an, northern China, accidentally discovered the underground mausoleum of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor to unify China. The most extraordinary find within the tomb was the Terracotta Army, consisting of 7,000 life-size soldiers and horses, dating back to the 3rd century BC. Since then, the Terracotta Army has become the most captivating tourist attraction in China.